So yesterday I was playing around with some cool mods that are game mechanics mods, and today I thought I'd choose one of them in particular. It's called Pequi, I think. It's up on screen since I don't really know how to say it. But yeah, it's a really fun mod and I wanted to do more with it, so that's what we're going to be doing today. So the first one we're going to do is you can do scale and then a bunch of stuff. But I'm just going to be mostly using set, and then the first up we're going to start off with attack. Now I can set this value to something. Let's set it really high. I'll set it to 100. I know I just set it to 1, but let's set it to 100, and as you can see, it can easily kill a pig with a netherite sword. You can always do that, but let's summon something a bit stronger, like a warden. Let's summon a warden, and yeah, that thing got obliterated. So yeah, that's the attack value. It just makes your attack stronger, and as you can see, there is still an attack cooldown, and you can get rid of that with the second one, which is scale, set, attack speed, and then just set that like very high. The higher the number, the less attack cooldown you have. As you can see, it's now literally instant, so that's pretty cool. And let's move on to the next thing. So the next thing we're going to do is going to be base. So base essentially is the scale factor of your player character. As you can see, if I set it to 50, now I'm huge, as you can see, and I'm also very fast, since it also seems to scale your speed along with it and the size of your items. It does not seem to speed up chunk generation, sadly. So yeah, it's kind of hard to actually generate chunks fast enough. But let's set myself back to normal. In fact, let's go smaller than normal. Now we're half height. We are now short. We are 1 block tall, and that's pretty cool. And we can go even smaller. We can go even smaller decimals, as you can see. I am now very small, and when I jump off, I actually take fall damage by just going down 1 block. And before I go to the next one, thank you guys so much for getting one of my videos to almost 15k views. I am just so happy with that. That is my most viewed video by a good margin. And please watch the end because I want watch hours so I can get monetized, and it really would help me. Okay, so the next one we're gonna do is, let's do flight, since that'll be a fun one. So this essentially affects the value at which I can fly. So let's set it to 100, and pew, I'm very fast. As you can see, I can fly around very quickly, and that's pretty cool. So yeah, let's set that back to normal so I can focus on something. Now let's do height. Height's gonna be fun, trust me. It's gonna be fun. So as you can see, 1 is set to normal. 1's always gonna be default, but let's do 2. Now I'm 4 blocks high instead of 2, and I'm very skinny. I'm basically an Enderman now. Or I can do 20, and now I'm very, very skinny and very tall. I'm now 40 blocks tall if it is scaling linearly. And if I do 1 again, you can see now I'm the normal height, and I can even do fractions like 0.5. Let's just do that. Now I am short and a little bit wider, which is cool. But yeah, so that's the height. Now let's do something else. So the next one we're going to do is knockback. So if I set it to 100, as you can see, it doesn't really affect that much with just me until you try and hit a mob like this pig. As you can see, I will hit it, it's gone. They just vanished. That's pretty funny. I don't know why I'm one-shotting them, but wherever they go, they're gone. They are just vanished. Like, kerpoof. It's a magic trick, guys. It's magic. But that's knockback, and let's do something else. Let's do view bobbing. As you can see, the view bobbing with 1, it's just normal. I know most people like to turn it off, but let's set it a bit higher. 2, it's a little bit more extreme, but let's set it way higher, like 5 or 10, since that'll be fun. Let's do 5, yeah. Now you can see it's quite noticeable as I'm walking around, but what happens if we set it to some, like, absurd number, like 50? Now you can see it is pretty funny how much the view is bobbing. Let's get to a place where we can more appreciate it. Yeah, like up there in that roof forest. So yeah, as you can see, view bobbing, it just increases the MBT data number. So essentially, Minecraft's trying to view bobbing, and the amount it would move, it just multiplies that by 50, which is pretty cool. And as you can see, oh, there's a giant pork chop over there. Gee. And now if we do 500, yeah, I'm just trying to walk forward, and you can see that's happening. Pretty unplayable, but yep, that's cool. That's view bobbing. Now let's move on to the next thing, and as you can see, let's set that back to normal so you guys don't die. Actually, no, 0. So the next one we're going to be doing is model width, which is going to be a fun one because let's just set it to something other than 0. Yep, I'm wide now. This is exactly the opposite of height. Let's set to something more reasonable, like 3. It even enlarges the items in my hand, so as you can see, I am just wide now. I am 3 times as wide, and if I set it to something like 2, I should in theory become a perfect square, which looks very, very funky, but yeah, that's cool. Now we can also do this to other mobs, like a pig. Let's set the pig's width to something other than 0. So let's do type pig Now it's 2. Let's see if it's something that's crazy. 20. Oh my god, it's a pancake. That's actually hilarious. Oh my god, it has like a beak that is absolutely hilarious. It is so flat and so large. That is crazy. That looks really funny. Let's try something else, like Enderman. I feel like Enderman would look really funny. Let's do that. Let's summon an Enderman. Yeah, Enderman. There we go. What? Enderman. Yeah, there we go. Enderman. Let's set the width Enderman. Let's do 20 again. It do be a wide Enderman. Oh my god, that's so silly. This is very silly. This is a very silly mod, but that's all we're going to be doing for today. If you want to check out the mod, it's linked in the description. If you enjoyed, please subscribe, and thank you for watching to the end, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Let's take some screenshots of that.